What's up, guys? And this video is not gonna make my Toyota loyalists happy, but there's something you got to know about me and our business here. We are car guys, and we are very passionate about other things other than all of our Toyota stuff, which we do love and we'll never stop doing that. But there's gonna be some different videos and different cars in between all my Toyota stuff. So this next car that I'm going to be showcasing today is a new piece of inventory for us. We've had it for a few weeks. I got to enjoy it for quite a bit, and we now have it ready to sell. So we're going to do a quick video, and I know you've seen it a little bit here, but nonetheless, this is what we got. We got a 2002 Corvette Z06. Finished off in Electron Blue, which is the best color on the C5 Z06 in my opinion. This is a 3-owner car. Carfax, excuse me, let me back up. Carfax shows this as a 3-owner car, but if you look at the history through the Carfax, you can see from the what they call the first owner to the second owner, it never changes the title number. And typically in my experience, when you go buyer to buyer, or excuse me, owner to owner, when you re-register a car, it's going to change the title number because you're re-registering it in somebody else's name. That title never got changed until the third buyer. And if you see the second owner, Carfax again shows that they only owned it for 10 months. So I can't really prove it because the title that I have has already been reassigned to me. So I can't see the history on it, but I do think that this is a 2-owner car. But for argument's sake, on paper, it does show that it's a 3-owner car. It does have pretty good service history on there as well. I just had the car at my local Chevrolet dealership, Days Chevrolet here in Jasper, where they did a maintenance inspection on the car. It checked out really well. They did an oil change on the car, and I had them go ahead and replace the steering column lock module with, for those of you who know, an C5. So it's not going to be one of the aftermarket cheapies or anything like that. So that just got done. Somehow this car had not had it done. How? I have no clue. But I was surprised. I was going to replace it myself. And when I pulled down the fuse wall that's on the passenger floorboard, everything was still 100% stock in there. So unless it was done from the factory, which I've actually read that a lot of dealerships use the C5 when they did update it, unless they put original stuff back in there, I don't think it had ever been done, which is just crazy. But nonetheless, it's done now, so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, so let me pull this thing out and we'll do our normal thing. I'll walk around this thing, we'll show everything off. I love that color, and I'm partial to C5s. My first Corvette was a C5. I think I went over this in an earlier video. It was a 99 hardtop car, which was the same body as the C5 Z06 just prior to the release of the Z06. So anyway, we'll let's get it outside, see what we got. We'll take it for a drive and be done with it. One thing I want to show off real quick, and I hope this video does it justice, is the color inside here. I think I'm going to have to go around to the front where we have better lighting. But, you know, if you haven't seen the Electron Blue in person, it just pops, you know. And on sports cars, in my opinion, you need something that pops. Not a black, not a silver. Yeah, red Corvette's cool, but it's a red Corvette. Nothing wrong with that, just not my favorite. And, you know, I don't think the camera is going to pick this up. But again, if you haven't seen these in person, the color just really pops. And it looks awesome on this car. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get it outside. I'll just keep this thing running, actually. to turn the radio down because I don't want to get hit with copyrights from YouTube. I went through that last week and that's not fun. There's our curves right there. By the way, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so I'm trying to get this video done because I'm going to take the rest of the week off, and I'm looking forward to eating some turkey, spending some time with some family, and eating way too much cake, or desserts, I should say, period. So I had a good workout this morning. We'll hit the mountain bike tomorrow morning, nice cold ride, and then we'll eat all day. All right. Let me go ahead and pop the hood. So our hood struts, number one, work well. No sagging or anything going on with that. Do have our original Corvette hood pad, and our light does work, as you see. Some minor little staining right there, but just from water, nothing major. This car's really clean under the hood, and it's all stock. There's our stock manifold, stock air box. So nothing has been done aftermarket to this car. I don't buy sports cars that have had aftermarket things done to them. I like to sell them stock. I'm an original kind of guy. Everything sounds really good under here, as it should. Everything looks as it should. All of this trim looks really nice up here, which tends to age. Looks really good. Let me get the catalyst. There's our catalyst. And this car's been in Texas since new. So kind of like my Toyota stuff, for those of you who don't know, do a lot of Toyota sport utilities and trucks, and pretty much all of it comes out of Texas. Just so happens, so did this car, which is nice. All right. So here we are with it. Handicap thing's kind of throwing me off. All right, so the bumper, the front end, everything up here is in really nice shape. It's not all pitted, rock chipped up, anything like that. We do have some minor scuffs on the bottom of the bumper right here. I think you can see that, but to be expected. You know, it's kind of crazy to think that this car is going on 22 years old, but everything looks really nice up here. There's not a lot of touch up on this front bumper. There are a few spots that I'll point out here in just a second, but nothing major, all real minor. Bottom of the bumper right there looks really nice. So there's a spot right here. Let's try to find a spot where you can see it right there. And that might be it. Oh, there is a spot right here. But let me stand back again. I mean, look how nice this bumper looks. Same thing with our headlight covers and the hood. Again, not rock chipped up, not road rashed up. I mean, it looks really nice. Somebody took good care of this car. So this is the second year of the LS6 based LS1. Cool thing about the O2s, that's when you got the titanium exhaust. The head valves, I believe, were a little bit bigger. It's got a different intake. They did something with the camshaft, but I can't really speak on exactly what. Again, I'm trying to show off this hood because it's in great shape. start with this wheel. Now I will say all of these wheels have been painted at some point. There's not any curbing, anything like that going on, but they have been painted, and you can tell kind of when you get up on them. Hopefully the video is picking it up. They look fine, I mean, but you can tell they've been painted, obviously. So, good life left on the Bridgestones. Bottom of our fenders and our rockers look great. Mirrors in really good shape. Brake cooler looks really nice. All of this area down here that tends to get chewed up looks really nice. Here's our back wheel. Try to hold it here again so people can see. Like I said, it has been painted, but they look fine. A little bit of chipping going on here with the center cap. Rear tire tread. See a little bit better there. Plenty of life left. It's a really nice car overall. So right here on the roof, where is it? It's gonna be hard to see. But right in here, there's something that looks like to me that's in the clear coat. I mean, you really gotta look for it. I'm trying to get a view of it. I don't know, there you go. That might be a little spot. You can see back and forth right there as I move on the building. I honestly have no clue what it is. And if you stand back from here and look, you really don't see it. Or any other angle. But it is there. Back bumper's in great shape, just like the front. Nothing really to speak of back here. That little box right there in between the exhaust tips, it's a rear facing radar. So this thing does have a radar detector built in. Paint looks really nice on this car. It's not faded, not chipped, not anything that you will see sometimes on these. Looks really nice. So here's our rear wheel over here on the right side. You'll see a little imperfection here where it was painted. Tread depth still, but look how nice the bottom of this car is down here. I mean, I can't tell you how many I've seen. They just get destroyed all up around here. This thing looks really nice. It's a great shot on the side of it. Here's our front wheel. And again, wheels don't look bad, but they have been painted. All right. I know of one scratch that's been touched up that I will show you guys in just 1 second. See if I can see the roof from this angle. I'm telling you, whatever's going on, it's minor, but it's so hard to see in this video. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do a great job of showing it. I mean, it's not anything that I would worry about or fix or do anything about, but it's just some kind of imperfection is all I can really say. Mirror's in great shape. And where was my scratch? Actually, I think it was on this side and I missed it. Yep. So right here on this fender, has been touched up, but it's there. That's the worst spot on the whole car. All of our glass looks really good. All of it is stock. It's our factory heads-up display glass. This weather strip right here has a slight crack in it. Rest of it looks to be in great shape, front and rear. Or that's the front, I should say. But such a good looking car, especially from right here. That angle right there. Woo! Gotta do something about that antenna though. Door panel is in great shape. Everything's intact, including our little bolt blocker, I'll call, right back here that are always missing, it seems like, on all these cars. You're not seeing any bubbling, which you typically will see if cars have sat outside in this area. On these panels, everything looks really nice. No fading from our window buttons. Everything looks really good here. Window does go down, and the window does come back up. Look how nice all our jams are. Great shape there. Very minor scuffing going on our black trim. I don't even know that I would call that scuffing, really. I mean, look how nice all that looks right through there. This seat has not seen much use. It's very evident. And for those of you who don't know, all Z06s, these seats are all manual. None of them are power. And it does come forward, it does go backwards. And it does come forward, and let me recline it back. And it does recline back. Look how nice all of our console, e-brake handle, all of this looks. These are normal wear areas on these cars that tend to show wear if they have not been taken care of. And this car looks great. Let me move the seat back. Our carpet back here looks really nice. Headliner looks awesome. Back of the seat looks great. Dashboard looks nice. There's our parts indicator. Still intact and easily read. Owner's manual with the post-it pad and the original Z06 pen, which is pretty cool. All right, let me get in on this other side. Open the hatch. Everything looks good back here. Got an inflator right there, and then our storage is empty. Don't worry about that. Everything looks really nice up in here. All of our jams. Nothing looks out of place or unusual to me. I would paint meter this car, but as we know, they're fiberglass and it's kind of hard to do that. But everything looks really nice, and as it should on this car. Driver's door panel, much like the passenger side, really good shape. Not seeing any bubbling going on in here. Bolt blocker is in. All of our buttons look really nice, not faded. Window is down. Window is coming back up. Again, much like the other side. Jam looks really nice here. And even our plastic right here shows very minor scuffing. Again, that's a normal wear area that will typically show a lot of scuffing, and it looks great. Driver's seat, it's in good condition. All of our lumbar looks great. There's no tears, no rips, nothing like that going on. And our driver's seat, forward and back, is power on these cars. And it does work. The motor itself is a little noisy. Let me see if... Hopefully you guys can hear that. So our seat does come up, and it does go back as it should. Everything looks nice back here. Back of the seat, no tears, no rips. Again, everything looks really nice up in here. Stock pedals. Bottom of our knee pad looks great. And get in this bad boy. Some warmth. Console lid looks awesome. Everything looks good in here, and even the bolt covers are here. These things literally will just fall off from time to time, and they're actually here. So here's our radar knob for this radar. I've got it turned down because it's kind of annoying, but it's pretty cool. It's there, it's built in, so if that's something you're into, you can turn it on and mess with it. If not, you can have it like I have it, where it's nice and quiet. Look at the top of this console. Everything is in great shape, including our stock shift knob and boot. Probably could use a C6 shifter. Cup holder is not much of a cup holder. Ashtray, excuse me. Very neutral smelling in this car. Clearly the lighter's never been used. Everything works as it should. But typically, again, you will see wear all around here on a lot of these Z06, not just Z06, the C5s in general. This thing looks really nice. This car was very well kept. Our dash isn't peeling or bubbling anywhere, which sometimes they can be susceptible to. That's going to be hard to get the heads-up display, but I'll work on that. So I'm going to turn this up for volume.
What do you do
I'm not going to go through the channels because, again, I got hit with copyright last week on YouTube and I had to redo the whole video, and I do not want to do that again. Everything works as it should. Passenger knob works. We'll up.
Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, high 58.
No lights. Gauges look great. 31,231 miles is where we're at right now. So let me toggle through some buttons for you guys. Fuel. And we'll hit the gauge button. All of our pixels are intact. There's all our options. I'm not going to go through all that, but you get the point. Everything works as it should. Our blinkers. Hazards, horn, and headlights. Good old pop-up headlights. And when I shut them off, we will shut them off, and you can hear that our actuators are all good. They're not stripped out. If I can reach in here. Nice and quiet. Nothing to worry about there. Oh. Alright, well, I think that pretty much goes over everything here. I'm going to put my seatbelt on, and we're going to take it for a quick spin. If I can get my seatbelt on. Alright. Good Lord. So again, we just did have this serviced. It's got a new sticker up here. They checked off, or that's where it was done, here in Jasper. You will be able to see that on the Carfax. There's the heads up. Hopefully you guys can see that through the video. It works as it should, but when we pull back in the warehouse, I'll go through all of that. for you guys was sitting in this line of traffic, so I will catch you here in 1 second. And we're back. America. Second gear roll. Up. I'm pretty sure you can see it in the video, but it all works as it should. It will go through the different pages. Let me zoom in a little bit here. So there's that. And one other thing I want to do real quick that I did not do, that I forgot to do, is hit these mirrors. So the left mirror goes out, comes in, down and up. Right mirror goes out, comes down, up and in. And I'm gonna roll these windows back down because I like them down in the warehouse. Oh Lord. So there you go, guys. That's all she wrote. So it'll be sitting in here until somebody picks it up. But you know, again, really nice car inside and out. This car has not been, you know, abused or, you know, beat on like a lot of these cars are at this point in time, and it's 100% stock, which less and less of that you are seeing as and are going to see as time goes on. Low mileage car, 31,000, just over 31,000 miles. Showing 3 owners, but I believe it's a 2-owner car. It's been in Texas since new. Just freshly serviced. You don't need to do anything to this car. You buy this car and you enjoy it, and you're going to have a big smile on your face while you're doing so. So as always, feel free to reach out, chris@hilsonluxury.com. You can call me at 678-454-6060. And this thing will be live on the website here in the next hour. Talk to you soon.